Hey there, friends. Welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad you're here with me today because I've got some really important news that's going to affect millions of Americans. If you're receiving Social Security benefits or you know someone who is, you're going to want to stick around for this entire video. The Social Security Administration just released their official timeline for the next major payment, and trust me, the details matter more than you might think. Now, I know Social Security can feel complicated sometimes. All those dates, all those rules. But here's the thing. I'm going to break it down for you in the simplest way possible. Think of me as your friendly neighbor who just happens to know a lot about Social Security. No confusing jargon, no overwhelming details. Just the facts you need to know. So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's dive into this together. All right, let's talk about what the SSA actually announced. And when I say announced, I mean they've given us the official word on when the next round of payments will hit bank accounts across America. Here's the story in simple terms. The Social Security Administration operates on a very specific schedule. It's not random, and it's not whenever they feel like it. There's a method to the madness, and understanding this method can save you a lot of worry and confusion. The next big payment date that everyone's talking about is coming up, and it follows the SSA's standard payment calendar. Now here's where it gets interesting, and this is something a lot of people don't realize. Your payment date actually depends on your birth date. Yes, you heard that right. The day you were born determines when you get paid each month. Let me break this down with some real examples. If you were born between the 1st and the 10th of any month, your Social Security payment arrives on the second Wednesday of each month. If your birthday falls between the 11th and the 20th, you get paid on the third Wednesday. And if you were born between the 21st and the 31st, your payment comes on the fourth Wednesday. But wait, there's more to this story. And this is where the recent SSA announcement becomes really important. The administration has clarified that the next major payment cycle will include some adjustments that beneficiaries need to know about. These aren't scary changes. They're actually designed to make things more predictable and reliable. For example, let's say your normal payment date falls on a federal holiday. What happens then? The SSA has confirmed that payments will be processed the business day before the holiday. This means you might actually get your money a day early. Not too shabby, right? Here are the specific dates you need to circle on your calendar. For February 2025, if you're in the first group, born between the 1st and 10th, your payment date is February 12th. Second group, born between the 11th and 20th, you're looking at February 19th. And the third group, born between the 21st and 31st, your date is February 26th. Now, I want to share something that might surprise you. According to the latest data from the Social Security Administration, over 67 million Americans receive Social Security benefits. That's roughly 1 in 5 Americans. And each month, the SSA processes billions of dollars in payments. We're talking about $1.4 trillion annually. These aren't small numbers, friends. This is serious business that affects real people with real bills to pay. The SSA has also been working hard to improve their payment processing system. They've invested in new technology that makes payments faster and more secure. What does this mean for you? It means your money should hit your account more reliably and on time. But here's something really important that the SSA wants everyone to understand. If you don't receive your payment by 3 p.m. on your scheduled payment date, that's when you should start asking questions, not before. Give the system time to work. Banks sometimes process deposits at different times throughout the day. Now, I'm curious about something, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Have you ever had your Social Security payment arrive late? And if so, what did you do about it? Did you call the SSA right away, or did you wait a day or two? I ask because I get this question a lot, and I think sharing our experiences can really help each other out. Sometimes knowing that you're not alone in dealing with these situations can be incredibly reassuring. Let's talk about what's coming up in the next few months and some practical tips that can make your life easier. First, let's look at the complete payment schedule for the next 3 months. I'm going to give you dates you can write down, put in your phone, or stick on your refrigerator. March 2025, second Wednesday is March 12th, third Wednesday is March 19th, and fourth Wednesday is March 26th. April 2025, second Wednesday is April 9th, third Wednesday is April 16th, and fourth Wednesday is April 23rd. May 2025, second Wednesday is May 14th, third Wednesday is May 21st, and fourth Wednesday is May 28th. Now, here's my first tip, and it's a simple one. Set up a calendar reminder on your phone for the day before your payment date. Not to stress yourself out, but just as a gentle heads up. This way, you can plan your week accordingly. Second tip, if you're still receiving paper checks instead of direct deposit, please consider making the switch. Direct deposit is faster, more secure, and more reliable. Plus, you don't have to worry about checks getting lost in the mail or delayed by weather. The SSA makes it really easy to set up direct deposit. You can do it online at ssa.gov, or you can call them directly. Third tip, keep your contact information updated with the SSA. This might seem obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people forget to update their address or phone number when they move. If the SSA needs to reach you about your payment, outdated contact information can cause unnecessary delays. Here's tip number 4, and this one's really important. Know the difference between your regular monthly payment and any special payments or adjustments. Sometimes the SSA issues supplemental payments or cost of living adjustments that come on different dates. Don't panic if you see an unexpected deposit, but do verify what it's for. Fifth tip, if you're married and both you and your spouse receive Social Security, your payments might come on different dates based on your individual birth dates. Plan your monthly budget accordingly. Don't assume both payments will arrive on the same day. Now let's talk about what to do if something goes wrong. Because, let's be honest, sometimes things do go wrong, even with the best systems. If your payment doesn't arrive by 3 p.m. on your scheduled date, wait until the next business day before contacting the SSA. Banks sometimes process deposits late in the day, and calling too early can tie up phone lines for people with genuine emergencies. When you do need to call the SSA, here's a pro tip. Call early in the morning or later in the afternoon. Avoid calling right at 8 a.m. when everyone else is calling, and avoid calling right after lunch when people are getting back to their phones. Have all your information ready when you call. Your Social Security number, your birth date, and your address. The more prepared you are, the faster they can help you. If you're dealing with a persistent problem, document everything. Write down the date you called, who you spoke with, and what they told you. This information can be incredibly valuable if you need to call back or escalate your issue. Here's something else that's really helpful to know. The SSA has an online portal called My Social Security. If you haven't set up an account yet, I highly recommend it. You can check your payment history, verify your payment dates, and even handle some basic account changes online. It's available 24/7, which means you don't have to wait on hold during business hours. One more thing about planning ahead. If you know you're going to be traveling during your payment date, make sure your direct deposit information is set up correctly. Your payment will still be deposited on schedule, even if you're on the other side of the world. But if you're still getting paper checks, you might want to arrange for someone to check your mail. All right, friends, we've covered a lot of ground today. Let me quickly recap the most important points, because I want to make sure you walk away from this video feeling confident and prepared. The SSA has confirmed their payment schedule, and it follows the same reliable pattern based on your birth date. Second, third, and fourth Wednesdays of each month. Your payment should arrive by 3 p.m. on your scheduled date, and if it doesn't, wait until the next business day before calling. Direct deposit is your friend. It's faster, safer, and more reliable than paper checks. And don't forget to keep your contact information updated with the SSA. Most importantly, remember that you're not alone in this. Millions of Americans depend on Social Security, and the system, while not perfect, is designed to work reliably month after month. Now, if this video helped you understand the Social Security payment timeline better, I'd really appreciate it if you could give it a thumbs up. It helps other people find this information when they need it most. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button and ringing the notification bell. I'm always sharing updates about Social Security, Medicare, and other important topics that affect your financial well-being. I promise to keep breaking down complex topics into simple, easy-to-understand information. Do you have questions about Social Security that you'd like me to cover in future videos? Drop them in the comments below. I read every single comment, and your questions often inspire my next videos. Also, if you found this helpful, please share it with friends or family members who might benefit from this information. Sometimes the people who need this information most are the ones who don't know where to look for it. Thanks for spending time with me today, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care of yourselves, and remember, staying informed is one of the best ways to stay in control of your financial future. Bye for now.